Did you ever give feedback and feel like you're talking into a void? The tech's nodding, they're saying, okay, but you can tell what you're saying just didn't stick. Now picture the opposite. Your RBT lights up and says, got it. That moment, it doesn't happen by luck. It happens because of how you deliver the feedback. I'm Amelia Dalphonse. I've supervised hundreds of RBTs and behavior techs over the last 10 years. I've built teams that were on fire and I've fixed teams that were barely functional. I know what moves the needle. If you're a BCBA who wants a team that's sharp, confident, and actually coachable, keep watching. The first phrase that great BCBAs use is, here's what I noticed. This one shifts the whole dynamic. Instead of judging, you're just describing. I was shadowing a session once where a BCBA told the tech, no, that's not right. I watched the tech's shoulders drop instantly. 10 minutes later, I pulled her aside and said, here's what I noticed. The prompt you gave the RBT came about 3 seconds after the instruction. It's totally different energy. She stayed open. We talked it through. She walked away more confident, not deflated. This phrase flips back feedback from threat to observation. It's the difference between saying you messed up and let's look at this together. We might say, I noticed the client hesitated before responding. What did you notice? Or we might say, what do you think we could try next time? If you've ever had a tech freeze mid-session, like you gave them feedback and suddenly they couldn't move, the fourth phrase flips that. But before we get there, you need this next question. It lays the groundwork so that line actually works. The second thing that great BCBAs say is, what would success look like here? This turns correction into collaboration. I used to just jump in with, hey, you forgot to provide reinforcement. It was true, but it didn't teach anything except that I was noticing their mistakes. When I started asking, what would success look like in that moment? Something clicked. The RBT thought about it and said, I need to give immediate praise because she said it, she remembered it, and she used it again in the future. When the tech defines success, they own it. You're building their ability to analyze, not just memorize protocols. Here's how it plays out in real life. You pause, ask the question, then reflect their answer. Then you ask, what's one thing you'll try differently next time? You're no longer the expert correcting, you're the coach building their clinical judgment. Now, the third question that great BCBAs ask is, what's getting in the way? This one has saved me more times than I can count. I consulted on a case where a tech kept skipping the preference assessment. We've trained it, we reviewed it, modeled it, still not happening. So I asked, what's getting in the way of you conducting these preference assessments? She paused and said, honestly, it takes too long and the client gets frustrated. Boom. She wasn't being lazy or defiant. She was protecting the client's experience. We adjusted the format, created a fast track version for when the client showed early signs of agitation or frustration. And after that, it was smooth sailing. Instead of cycling through more training, we fixed the actual problem. Psychological safety research backs this up. Edmondson in 1999 found that teams learn faster when members feel safe to speak up, even about their failures. This question creates that space for them. And the fourth phrase that great BCBAs use is, let's walk through this together. If you've ever said, show me how you run this program, and the tech freezes, you know what I'm talking about. It puts them on stage. They feel like they're being judged. Now try, let's walk through this together. I use this anytime something needs hands-on coaching. I'll say it, then model the first trial. They do the next, and then we debrief. It shifts the whole vibe. Instead of, you're not getting this, it says, I've got your back. This isn't just directing, it's co working. Engagement goes up and their anxiety goes down. It's a win win. And the final thing that great BCBAs say is that instinct is spot on. This is my favorite way to build confidence with RBTs. I watched an RBT once pause before prompting. It was just a second, but long enough for the client to respond independently. I said, that instinct is spot on. Her whole face changed. You could see the pride. Catch those moments. They matter more than a perfectly run protocol. Tell them why it worked. Let them know they're developing their clinical judgment. It's like watering a seed. These small affirmations grow into real confidence. I've seen RBTs go from second guessing every move to owning sessions because of moments like this. If you're into feedback that actually sticks and you want to learn alongside other supervisors who get it, come hang with us in the dojo. It's our private community where we troubleshoot real cases and get honest about what works. Wherever you are in your supervision journey, just know we're building better teams together, and you can go keep on changing lives.